In the early hours of the morning, the people of Kyiv awoke to the sound of air raid sirens, followed by a sky lit up with fire and explosions. Russia had launched its largest airstrike on Ukraine since the war began, over 100 missiles and drones in a single coordinated assault. This wasn't just another strike. It was a calculated show of force, a message to Ukraine and the West. But Ukraine wasn't caught off guard, and the response would surprise the world. Today, we break down what really happened during the largest aerial assault of the war. Stay with us as we analyze satellite data, intercepted communications, and eyewitness accounts that reveal the full scope of the attack and how Kyiv survived. In the days leading up to the strike, Ukrainian intelligence noticed unusual activity at several Russian air bases. Satellite images revealed strategic bombers being refueled. Missiles were being loaded. Drones were being positioned. Russian military radio chatter increased in frequency and urgency. Analysts at Ukraine's defense ministry, supported by NATO intelligence, warned of an imminent strike. Patrols by NATO aircraft intensified, and Ukrainian air defenses were placed on high alert. Then, just after 4 a.m., long-range radar picked up a wave of objects entering Ukrainian airspace. The first missiles were launched from the Caspian region. Simultaneously, shaped drones took off from Crimea and across the Black Sea. At exactly 4:13 a.m., the first wave began. Dozens of Iranian-made shaped drones buzzed low across Kyiv's skyline. Their engines, loud, distinct, echoed like chainsaws. Civilians rushed to bomb shelters. Air defense crews activated across the city. Explosions rang out over Kyiv as missiles and drones were intercepted midair. Flashes lit up the night sky as defense systems engaged. NASAMS, Iris-T, and Gepard anti-aircraft guns responded with precision. But not everything was stopped. A handful of missiles slipped through. Critical infrastructure was hit. Power substations, a TV broadcasting tower, several government buildings, and a maternity hospital suffered damage. Despite the sheer volume, Ukraine's air defenses neutralized over 85% of the incoming projectiles, a major success under extreme pressure. Still, fires broke out, power grids overloaded, and civilian lives were lost. Within minutes, Ukraine's president addressed the nation. They tried to break our spirit with fire and terror. But we're stronger. We're still standing. NATO leaders responded swiftly. The US, Germany, and the UK condemned the attack and pledged to fast-track additional air defense systems to Ukraine. World media captured the destruction. Footage of high-rise apartments burning, firefighters carrying children, volunteers pulling neighbors from debris with bare hands. But something else happened, too. Instead of instilling fear, the strike had the opposite effect. Civilians showed resilience. Cities around Europe lit their landmarks in blue and yellow. Protests erupted demanding stronger aid for Ukraine. As the sun rose over Kyiv, the extent of the damage became clear. Emergency crews extinguished fires in 5 districts. Hospitals received over 70 injured civilians. 3 residential buildings were severely damaged. One neighborhood, Darnitsky, suffered a direct hit. Warning systems and improved shelters. The casualty count was lower than expected. A woman, standing outside her destroyed home, said, "We're used to this. We won't leave. This is our land." Stories of heroism spread, a father shielding his children with his body, a teenage boy rescuing his grandmother from a burning stairwell, neighbors forming human chains to clear rubble. These moments defined Kyiv's strength more than any missile ever could. From a military standpoint, the attack failed. Rail systems were back online within hours. Command centers had already been relocated and fortified. And Ukraine's communications network remained intact. But strategically, Russia had revealed something: desperation. They had used a significant portion of their precision-guided missile stockpile, weapons that are expensive and not easily replaced under sanctions. Western intelligence noted that Russia may now have fewer than 100 high-precision missiles in reserve. Ukraine, by contrast, had strengthened its air defense coordination and public readiness, the stark contrast to the early months of the war. This attack marks a new phase in the war, not of escalation, but of transformation. Russia may continue to strike, but Ukraine is no longer the same country it was in 2022. It now has Western-provided defense systems, trained operators, decentralized infrastructure, and most importantly, a population that refuses to surrender. This is not just a war of territory. It is a war of will, endurance, and innovation. Russia may still have numbers, but Ukraine has adaptability, and time is no longer on Moscow's side. The largest airstrike of the war has come and gone. Kyiv still stands. This wasn't just a military event, it was a test of spirit. And the people of Ukraine passed it with unwavering resolve. Thank you for watching Epic Insights, your source for high-impact military stories, battlefield updates, and strategic analysis. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, stay informed and stay resilient.